So yeah, I don't like using hovercrafts in CTR Nitro Fueled, and this video will explain why. Hey there, it's the Viperian here, and I thought that it would be a fun idea to explain why hovercrafts will be the very last thing to come to my mind when choosing a car in CTR Nitro Fueled. And based on the recent poll that I did, I can see that there are plenty of you that feels the same way. Now I wanna set a disclaimer that this video is not to downplay to those who loves to play the hovercrafts. In fact, I feel that the hovercraft is an amazing addition to the game. We have something new to ride around with, and some of them looks freaking gorgeous. I just feel that in my own opinion, same goes with the majority in that poll, I can agree that hovercrafts is not very visually aiding, if that makes sense. Now give me a chance to explain what I actually mean. Now first of all, for those that are new to the game, I just wanna get this out of the way. Hovercrafts and the usual carts with wheels all play the same way. There are zero advantages in speed and control when you're using either one of them. Remember, there are no differences in stats between them, and this is actually a very important point that I want to point out, as I'll get back to this in a few seconds later on in the video. Now secondly, and this is the main issue that I have with the hovercrafts, which is exactly it being a hovercraft. What I mean by that is that it feels really off driving around the track without the wheels, and it becomes more noticeable when it comes to drifting. Now drift boosting in CTR Nitro Fueled is probably the most important thing to do in the game by far. And I don't know about you, but drifting with the hovercrafts feels really off in my opinion. It's like you're not really drifting, and that is where the visually aiding point comes in. Let me explain further. You see, with the normal carts with the wheels, you can easily tell whether you're drifting or not drifting based on the visual cue of the physical contact between the wheels and the track, and also based on the skid mark you get from drifting. So it's really easy to tell what you're actually doing. And this is especially important for tracks like Tiny Arena, Hot as Skyway, Oxide Station, and many other fast-paced tracks with lots and lots of fast-paced turns. Because sometimes you will accidentally drift for no reason, and in some cases not drifting by accident. And you can easily fix that if you can see what is exactly happening, which comes back to the visually aiding cue with the wheels. So in short, with the wheels you can exactly see what's happening there, and you can correct it if you did something wrong. With the hovercraft, however, you don't have that sort of luxury. With the lack of wheels at the bottom, there is an absence of physical contact visually, and that can lead to the difficulty on telling whether you're actually drifting or not, and that can oftentimes be very off-putting. Now this isn't much of an issue with easier tracks like Crash Cove, Inferno Island, Coco Park and such. You're not forcing a drift in a very tight spot where timing is key. But when it comes to the point where you have to maintain blue fire on tracks that require precision timing to your drifting, that is where you will experience the issue of hovercrafts the most, which is on those type of fast-paced tracks. Now don't get me wrong though, there are some really amazing looking hovercrafts that I still use for fun from time to time, such as the Velo Chopper and the Probolot 2000, as for some reason these two doesn't feel as bad as using the others such as the Oxide hovercrafts. So if I have a choice to pick an hovercraft, I would honestly just keep using the Velo Chopper or the Probolot 2000. But even with that said, I still do encounter some issues from time to time. There are so many instances where it seems like I was drifting when I'm actually not, simply because my hovercraft is tilted slightly to the left or right, and that resulted me in messing up my controls and could really confuse me in what to do next. Now I understand that it might not be a big issue for some people, as you could argue to, keep practicing with the hovercraft so you can get used to the timing and how it actually feels and such. But that itself automatically highlights that the normal carts has an advantage over the hovercraft in terms of being a visual aid with the wheels, and personally I don't think that is far from the truth. Because if you ask me, if there was ever a ranked mode for CTR in the future, or whenever I want to play seriously or try my best to win races, using the hovercraft would be the last thing on my mind, even though there are no differences in stats and speed. But then again, you do you. If you like the hovercrafts, by all means use them all you want. Your experiences might differ from my experience anyway. My point is, it is obvious that CTR Nitro Fueled is a very skill based game. While yeah, sure, there are items scattered across the track to help you in beating your opponents, but let's be real, a person who doesn't know how to drift boost properly, cut corners effectively, U-turn and maintain fire reserves can never beat a person who actually does. It's just how it goes. It is a very skilled based game, and I think that if you really want to get better at the game, as a personal suggestion, try avoiding the hovercrafts for now until your muscle memory is built up from using the normal cards. That way your muscle memory will be able to cover up your sense of uncomfortableness when using the hovercrafts. But that's just me, let me know what you think. What do you think of the hovercrafts, and do you prefer the hovercrafts over the regular cards? Leave a comment down below. Also, the comment of the day from my previous video goes to Honest Tyrants. Thanks for commenting and congratulations on getting the comment of the day. Big thanks to the supporters of the channel and especially to the King Cobra Coco B fan. And in the meantime, why not take a look at my previous videos, as I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy these too as well. This is the Viperian signing off, and stay awesome people.